If you want to work the major pain zones in your body in just 15 minutes from head to toe, all the important stuff inside, then you've come to the right place. Get excited for the first exercise. Sit on a mat on the floor, put your legs in that position, and reach forward for the exercise that's about to start. If you can't reach it, then take a towel or the stretching strap and pull yourself forward by the strap. And then you notice it in your lower back. And that's where we first work all the tension out of your back extensors. Breathe nicely and pull yourself down further and further to the front. If you notice that you still have a bit of room and are already too far forward, you can slide back a bit. And then grab again and pull yourself forward more and more. And you'll notice the stretch in the lower back. Use your breathing. Keep pulling forward. And when you're so far into the back stretch, we'll add the neck because the neck is also usually stuck. And then we pull the neck straight down. Then you notice the stretch in the lower back and in the neck. And as the stretching pain subsides, which should be just about bearable before it turns negative, it must be clearly noticeable when it subsides. Then you add a bit more stretching. The head further down, the torso further forward. And then you slowly come back out. Come up a little bit, and now we're going to get down on all fours. You're going to take our strap or a belt that you've tied appropriately, and you're going to bring your arms forward. And you're going to bring your sternum down. If you don't have the stretching strap yet, click on the info card above. Then you'll get all the info. The arms are completely stretched because you want to go outwards with the hands, which is a very important prerequisite for this exercise to have a good effect on the shoulders. Now, we're on the shoulder pain, right? In the first exercise, it was more the back. Now it's the shoulder that we relax so that it moves farther away from the pain. Keep coming down and stretching it out nicely. And then we slowly come back out. Stay in position, and now we free up the wrists. We turn the left hand so that the fingers point to the left knee, and the right hand the same way. And then you notice, the further back you go, that this really tightens on the inside of the wrists. And there are all the shortenings from constant keyboard typing, from playing the piano, from constant wrist bending, until there is carpal tunnel syndrome or tendinitis. And that's what we're taking care of now so that it goes away or doesn't develop in the first place. Keep moving backward and gently increase the stretch. Breathe nicely. And you don't have to be afraid if this causes pain in the wrist. It just has to be bearable. But we need this pain so that the body has a reason to bring what has become too short back into length. All this remodeling, that we're doing, that's renovating your body and making it more and more pain-free. You're breathing nice again. And then we come out. And now it's about the back again. Even though we're stretching into the belly. Now we're talking about the main cause of back pain, which is the hip flexor and the abdominal muscles. And you're pulling those down nicely, letting the groins come forward. That's the important thing. The groin has to come forward, down. And then you notice that it also stretches in the groin and stretches in the upper thighs. And it may even stretch in the back. And don't get scared when it stretches into your back, because that means that after the exercise sequence, after this routine, it pulls less into your back and you have less back pain. That's the principle. Keep inhaling nicely. Deep in, deep out. Pull your shoulders up if you can. So the ears away from the shoulders, nicely the torso upwards. Let the groin hang a little more and then come out very slowly. Go into counter movement for a moment. If you find after doing this routine that it's helped, it would be great if you share that so that all the other people can get rid of their pain as well as you can with the routine. Now, we're going to do a heel sit first, and we're going to go as far as you can. If it only goes this far, you stay there and just keep practicing. If you can sit down, you can do another parallel exercise. This will save time and be more effective in the 15 minutes. Take the strap or just reach back, grab a towel or the mat. While we now free the knees, and increasingly, the further back we come, we also free the back because we stretch the groin. This way, we also go to the shoulder simultaneously. So we're now simultaneously doing something for knee pain, hip pain, back pain, and shoulder pain. That's about as good as it gets, right? Keep pulling back. Keep stretching. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And bring the belly button down. Then you'll notice right away how the stretch intensifies. Nice with the belly button going towards the floor. And then we release the shoulders from the job and go down again on the arms as far as possible. Doesn't have to come all the way down to rest on your elbows, on your forearms. Go to the height that feels just tolerable for you. Then you'll be just right. Breathe nicely again. You can also let your head hang down a bit in order to stretch everything out nicely at the front of your neck. That frees up the voice. Just enjoy stretching out all the stuff that's too short. That's what it's all about. That's what we need. To get ahead a little bit more. By the way, your knees shouldn't come off. They should stay down. And if you still can't do it, repeat this routine every day, because then it will get a little better every day. Now we go forward again into the counter movement. Go increasingly with the legs. They become increasingly straight. We hang again briefly as a counter movement. Come up and now go in front of a chair. Behind a chair on our knee hero on the wedges with both feet. If you don't have the knee hero yet, then take 2 or 3 books on top of each other that the height fits well, and put them in front. the feet on the books, then you have a similar effect. Info about the knee hero, by the way, you get it here if you click. And now do the following. The knees are fully extended and you go over the hips, bend forward. Then you immediately have a really heavy stretch in the back of the knees. And that's where the bottleneck is. That's where the bottleneck is for the knees. Earlier in the heel seat, we released the knees from the front. Now we're releasing them from the back. If you do it regularly, you can really clear up your knee pain. Or if you don't have any yet, you won't be able to get any because then the muscles don't get too short. Most of the pain isn't even necessary. And then you keep going forward with your back straight, stretching really nicely in the back. And coming back out. You realize how intense that is, but the intense stretching is the one that helps you. From there, all good. And now you go into the corner with your arms bent, upper arms pointing up, about 30 degrees. And you take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and stretch into the corner. And now you notice it mostly in the front, in the shoulder. There, pulls in quite nasty. You have to be careful that you don't get too high in the dosage and go further and further in. The arms are now pressed backward by the turn, and the upper arm is rotated outwards. In this combination stretch, it provides a release in the shoulder joint, which is very, very important, so that your shoulder pain gets under control. You already breathe in deeply, out deeply. And then you slowly go out. Stretch your arms so that the angles of the upper arms remain the same. And go into the corner with your arms stretched. And the more you go in, the more you realize you have to slide along the wall. And if it's not so slippery, then you just bend your fingers and lift the wrist. That bend your elbows a little bit. But now, when you extend your elbows again, you have more stretch. You breathe in, and now you're really freeing up the shoulders. We have already done a lot for the shoulders in this routine. Still, the main bottleneck, the tightness that arises because we always have our hands in front of us, our arms, is now eliminated. And when you come out of this exercise, you'll notice right away, this feels like a new upper body, like a new shoulder area. It's all so free. You'll love it. And if you do it regularly, you'll experience your beautiful miracles. Nice inhale. And that's what we'll get out of it. And now see how you feel. See how you feel and enjoy it. Do you notice how that feels? And now we're going to do something else for the hips and for the back, getting wider and wider with the feet. Weight forward, release heels, put heels more out. Weight to the back, release the pressure on the forefeet and place the forefeet slightly to the outside. And very slowly and carefully keep alternating that. Keep your hips and your pelvis nice and upright. Do not tilt it forward. This really frees up the hips. Seriously, if you do these 15 minutes every day, 6 days a week, you'll be surprised what happens. Post a comment and tell me about it, will you? Because I know what's happening. I've known it for 30 years. But it may be something new to you. You can straighten so much on your body like this, for example, with just these 15 minutes. You will experience your beautiful miracles. I have already said it, yes? Keep going in. Every day it's going to be a little bit more. You'll notice that. The body is rebuilding itself. It takes that stimulus that renovates itself and becomes more and more the way it's supposed to be, more and more pain-free and flexible. Then we go out again. Wonderful. Super well done. You can go one better when you have noticed how such stretches work and how comfortable you feel there. Want to take more action against for your body? Keep watching and we'll show you how. And below you'll find an explanatory video for stretching, why stretching is so valuable. Get this knowledge. Bye. See you next time.